now this is my third vlog, and this is where I'll be talking about the face-to-face interviews, and I'll just get started. My face-to-face interview was on the 13th of October 2011, and I went down one day earlier because I live quite a long way away from Bonn, and I went by car. This was the longest journey I've ever done alone in the car, and I was foolish enough because I'm young and I'm obnoxious about driving, so I decided to drive without really having a break. I did the same on the way back, and luckily I'm still alive. But well, yeah, so I drove down, came through quite well. I set off early in the morning at like 9 o'clock, and there was all the traffic. The early morning rush hour was over, so that was great. And so then I knew that my hostel would only let me in at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but I decided to try anyway, but they said no, you'll have to come back later. So I decided to go to the ZAV in Bonn, that was where the interview would be held the next day, to see where I would park on the day of the interview. And I can only, for those people who will go to the interview and are going by car, you can park at the Ministry. Don't worry about that, no one will take your car. You are allowed to park at the Ministry up there, and it's really easy. It's like a 200-metre walk down. So in the evening I went to the hostel, and I can really recommend the Max Hostel. It's quite cheap. If you want to sleep alone in a room, book far in advance, because then that's the only chance for you to get a room alone. So I had quite a good night's sleep, although I had one roommate who was quite loud and was like packing or something, I don't know. It was a bit strenuous. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got ready. Hot water was available from 7 o'clock, so I had a lovely cold shower. Great. I kind of only got a piece of toast down. I went a little earlier because I was ready earlier, and went past the bakery, which is like if you drive past the ZAV, leave the ZAV on your left, drive down. On the left there's like a little centre where you can park and just like quickly get some food and a drink, which I would really recommend because sitting in a stuffy room the whole day, it'll give you a headache. So take headache pills as well if you've got them. They will go, as soon as you're out of this room for 2 hours and are breathing fresh air, don't worry, the headache will go. But they're really like 50 excited people breathing the same air, not so good for your head. Well, now more to the interview. The presentation is really great. I won't go into depth there because you'll see it for yourself. They had a quiz and I won something. Give me a second here. It's on the back of my phone. There we go. This is what I won. It's like a sticker and it's tickling your screen. Then they had an ambassador, Georg. Georg, if you're seeing this, thanks such a lot. You were such a great help. Yeah, and then after Georg was Emily. That's the French lady. She did all the organisation part, and she then read out the names and the times. And my name was the 6th, so I was the 6th to be interviewed. And so I had quite a good system. I had because you've got quite a lot of paperwork, I had 2 folders, put a Disney sticker, like a sticker saying Disney in blue and a Disney sticker saying Disney in black, on each of the folders. The one with the black writing was the folder that I would just give to Emily. The other one were my copies of all the paperwork. I would recommend doing this because she was really impressed because it was really well organised and things. She then also asked what I want to have on my name tag, and it's okay for me to have Jeannie, which really I was really thrilled. She also asked which city I would be representing, so I am now representing Celle. Yeah, that was about it before the interview. Then I just sat down next to Rafaela. Hi Rafaela. And a few other girls, and we just chatted, and it was really great. And then David came, and he took me along to the interview room, and already on the way he asked me, so what part of Germany do you come from? Then he asked me to tell something about myself, asked me if I'd been to Disney before and how I heard about the program. He then asked me quite a lot about my work, which I've just been tweeted. Great. Where I've worked, like, because I've worked at an ice cream parlour and I'm working at McDonald's. So I thought, yeah, he's quite impressed by that, and I'll be F&B, which I wanted to be as well. I wanted to go to F&B, but I wouldn't have minded merchandise anyway. Yeah, that was about what he asked me. It lasted like 20 minutes. And then I spent the rest of the day in the TEDxHall just with everybody, getting to know everybody. And seriously, I've met some of the most incredible people of my life already. And we've only like spent less than 24 hours together. And so yeah, that was the day. Rafaela got interviewed in the evening, and her interview went very well as well. And yeah, then in the evening we met up with some people from this day and some people from the next day. I would recommend this also because it's really great. Just kind of letting off steam, getting to know everyone, getting to know people who have the same goal is extremely magnificent. Really, it's awesome, and you just get along so well straight away. So yeah, that was the interview day. The next day I drove back home and the waiting game began. We waited, I think, 8 days. And every day we waited and waited, and then the weekend came, and it was like 2 days of not waiting. Just kind of thinking, okay, great, something will come tomorrow. And Monday came, and I came back from shopping and looked online, and suddenly everybody was getting their emails. So I looked in my folder and it was empty. And my mail makes like this little sound. I don't know if anybody of you uses an Apple, then you know what little sound the email program makes when you haven't got an email. I heard that about 20 times and it was the worst sound I've ever heard in my life. And then suddenly an email came and it said urgent, and I clicked it and it said congratulations. You have been offered a position in merchandise for the 1st of May 2012. I was so thrilled. Actually, at first, it was a really deflating feeling, like a balloon that has lost all its air, because this waiting was suddenly over. I was hoping to go February, and I was hoping to go into F&B, so it was exactly what I didn't want, really, but still what I really wanted. You know what I mean? And so now, a few days later, this is perfect. I know it's like 187 days until I go. That's the worst bit. But on the other hand, I have more time to save money. I have more time here in Germany, and I now see that merchandise is much better for me, because there would be heavy lifting, and I already now notice that my back's kind of getting a bit of an ache. So that would have been just wrong. I would have had a whole year of backache and stress in the heat. Now I'm in air-conditioned rooms, and I've got like half a year before Christmas and almost another half a year after Christmas in Disney. May is the perfect month to go. I have like 17 days until my 19th birthday when I arrive, which makes me like just a bit older, not old enough to drink or anything, but just a little older, not like 18, not like the minimum age of going there. So yeah, I'm going to Disney World. And so yeah, if you have like any questions or anything, just feel free to contact me. I'm in this country for another half a year, and I would be willing to coach anyone or help anyone. So don't hesitate and just like ask. Okay? So bye for now. And just another shout out to my Disney best friend Rafaela.